Hello everyone. Today we will be solving question 54 lead code, that is spiral matrix. So we are given a matrix of size m cross n and we have to return all element in spiral order, right? So this is the spiral order it is given. This is our input matrix and this is our output matrix. Element got traversed and got printed out in this way, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 6 9 6 9 8 7 8 7 then 4 5, right? So let's see how we can begin this. Right. So this our matrix. So the direction, like the first direction, right? So it goes from left to right, then it goes from top to bottom, then it goes from right to left, then it goes from bottom to top, right? All direction are just replicas of four direction, right? As you can see, like this, all will be a replica of this, right? So we will be just using this four direction and like, all the direction will be replicas, right? So we'll be naming it too. Like so, this direction name is 0. This direction name is 1. This direction name is 2. This direction name is 3. Right. So this our input, right? This our input matrix. Let's say its name is nums1. And in output, it says output. What we need that element should get printed in spiral order, right? So firstly we go from firstly we will use d is equal to 0 arrow, right? So this d is equal to 0, this d is equal to 0. The element will be 1 2 3. Then we'll using d is equal to 1, right? So element will be 6 9. 3 won't get repeated uh, because of course why would 3 get repeated? We'll start from here, of course, yeah. Then d is equal to 2, that is 8 comma 7, and then d is equal to 4, then d is equal to 5, right? So this is our output matrix. So we are doing nothing. We are first printing this matrix, then we are printing this matrix, then we are printing this matrix, then we are printing this matrix. So let me ask you a simple question, right? Cool. So let's say this is our matrix. Let's say A, B, C, right? How you can, like, of course this is a 3 cross 3 matrix. So what is the way to print this all, right? Right. So of course the simple idea is using a for loop. Of course, so we're using for loop, right? So we're using two pointers, right? So the first pointer here is left, the second pointer is right. Cool. So we'll be using a for loop that start from left, terminate at right. Cool. So and see, the main thing that you need to notice the direction. Since we'll be using 4 case only, d is equal to 0, d is equal to 1, d is equal to 2, d is equal to 3, all rest will be replicas, right? So for since we are going left to right, so we will use t is equal to 0, right? So we'll write if d is equal to 0, then we will use this loop, right? We will. One more thing, when we go from left to right, wait, let me write it. When we go from left to right or right to left, cool. So we'll be using call, see, column, right? And when we're going from right to bottom or bottom to top, sorry, when we're going from top to bottom, I will tell you what are those steps. Top to bottom or bottom to top, we'll be using call, right? Since we are going from left to right, cool, we will use int call is equal to left, since that is the first index. Loop will get terminated till right, and call plus plus, fine. since we need to print this element in a new matrix, right? So we need a matrix that should print as a comma b comma c. This is somewhat like uh, 2D, right? A comma b comma c. Cool. So what we will do, we will push back every element. Cool. Okay. So we'll push back. This is our new array in which element are going to get pushed back. Push back. The original array name was, let's say, nums1. Nums1, right? Cool. So let's say this is the 0 index, this is the 1 index, this is 2 index, this is 3 index. Fine. So 0 comma sorry, let's say 0 1 2. Cool. 0 comma 0, 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2. You can notice columns aren't changing, just rows aren't changing, columns are changing, right? So columns are changing. Cool. Rows are just rows, right? So I need to tell you something else. So we will be naming this particular matrix, this one, as top. We'll be naming this as left. Cool. This matrix as right, and this matrix as bottom. Fine. Bottom. So since I named this matrix as top, so top is not changing, top is just row is not changing, so we'll implant as, sorry, top. Fine. Yeah. So this is the way to print this. Now we will see how we can print this vertical one, right? So second case, let's take uh, x comma y comma z. Fine. As I name pointer, this is the top pointer, this is the bottom pointer. See, when we go from left to right, we will use left and right pointers. When we'll go from top to bottom, see, this is the top, we are going from top to bottom, so we'll use top and bottom pointer. Fine. And let's say I name this matrix as column matrix as right. Fine. They are just pointers. Pointers value are same, like right. Of course I can show you example, right? So this is 0 1 comma 2, this is, let's say, 5. Fine. Okay. So right value is 5. It's not changing in any scenario, whether you go from 0 to 5, 0 to 1 to 5, yet 2 to 5. Fine. So right is that column, that value is not changing. Fine. uh, so this for right, as same as top का भी, इधर रो है. फाइन. रो में टॉप चेंज नहीं हो रहा. इधर कॉलम है तो कॉलम के राइट की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हो रही. इधर फिर से रो है तो बॉटम की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होगी. इधर लेफ्ट है तो फिर से कॉलम की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं होगी. यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस. फाइन. Yeah. So now we'll see how we can print this, right? Of course, we'll use a for loop. And as I said you, for this d is equal to 0, for this d is equal to 1, for this d is equal to 2, and for this d is equal to 3, right? So we'll use if d is equal to 1 for int. As I said you, for top and bottom I'll be using row. Row is equal to top. Row will get terminated when it get the bottommost value, bottom, and row plus plus. Fine. Now we need to push back the element, right? So answer dot push back nums1. Fine. See, as I said you, column value is not changing, column value is not changing, right? So column value is right. It won't change since right is pointing here, so we'll use right, not column, right? So n1 rows will change, so you plant row. Fine. So yeah, this is the way how we will the element will get traversed, right? So now we will see the original test case. So it was saying that 3 comma 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? So the first step will be printing 1 2 3. Second step will be printing 6 9. Third step will be printing 8 7. Fourth step will be printing 4, and the fifth step will be printing 5, right? So to write program for this fourth step, the fifth step, the printing 5 is in left to right, right? So it will just replica of this d is equal to 0. We need to don't write that d is equal to 4. Why? Both are same. Fine, both are same. So our the case 1 was to print 1 2 3. Fine. uh, I let me name it as left pointer. This is right pointer. This is the bottommost pointer. That value won't change. Value won't change. You have to remember this, right? And since we are going from left to right, right, cool. So we'll name as d is equal to 0. Fine. So we'll write program if d is equal to 0 for, since we are using left and right, we are going from left to right, so we'll use column int call is equal to left, since start from the left bot a 0 index, that is left one. Fine. Column will get terminated when its value equal to right, and column plus plus. Fine. Let me create a vector or the array in which value will get pushed back. So we'll create vector int answer. Fine. So answer dot push back. The original array name was, let's say, its name was n1. Fine. N1. So let me write 0 1 2, right? So you can see 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2, and this is 0 comma 3. So you can notice row is not changing. Column are the uh, column values like column values get changed. Simple, right? So column are changing, rows are constant. So for this matrix, top will get constant, right? So top, that is row, it's not changing. So write as top, columns in changing, so implant as col. Fine. Yeah. So let jump to the case number 2. What is case number 2? Case number 2 is, see what you've done. We have traversed through 1 2 3. Now we need 6 9. See, earlier top was pointing in this matrix. Fine. Now we in spiral way. Now we don't need that 3 should get printed twice, right? So we need to shift top pointer. We need to shift top pointer here so that it would print the 6 and 9. Fine. So we will do top plus plus, right? So we will do top plus plus. Fine. Now if loop ends here. So the case number 2, let's see what we need to print in case number 2, right? So before doing top plus plus, earlier top was 3 6 9. Fine. Top was earlier here, right? When we did top plus plus, so top came to 6 and 9 1, right? So top here, bottom here. So for printing 6 and 9, what we need to do? We need to run a loop starting from the top, terminating as bottom, and this is our right one. Why I write right one? I said you right. I am just pointing four pointers at different position. So for this, the pointer is right. It values won't change, right? Either you go from top to bottom, right? Like from your bottom to top, right value won't change. Fine. So since we are going from top to bottom, we will use d is equal to 1 and row. Cool. So we will use if d is equal to 1. Fine. We'll use for loop starting since top and bottom, so we'll use row. Int row is equal to top. Row will get terminated when you will reach the bottom position, and we will do row plus plus. Fine. And now we need to push back the element, right? Answer dot push back n1, right? Since let me say it as this is 0 1 and this is 2, you can say write the index at 0 comma 2 and 1 comma 2. As you can see, columns are not changing, right? Only rows are changing. So we'll do rows are changing but columns are not changing, means right is not changing, right? Fine. Now the third step is let me see what we need to print in third step. See, till now what we have did, right? We went from 1 to 3. Wait, come, yeah. mm, take pink. We for the first step was traversing 1 to 3, right? Then pushing back the element 1 to 3. Then we went from 6 to 9, right? These all element got pushed back in a arrow, like the vector, right? So so the element till now are 1 2 3 6 9, right? Now we need 8 and 7, right? So earlier row right pointer was pointing till here, till 9 position, but we don't need that 9 should get repeated. So we will do right minus minus, so it gets shifted here. Fine, right? So the third step, we need to do right minus minus for beginning of the third step, right? Otherwise 9 will get printed twice. Fine, right? Now we need, see, 9 8 7. So earlier right was pointing here, so when we did right minus minus, fine, when we did right minus minus, the matrix, like just write 7 and 8, so right came in here, fine, and left was here. So for printing 8 and 7, what we need to do, we need to start a for loop. uh, its starting value is right, terminating at left. Fine. Since we are using right to left, or like you can say left to right, right to left, we need to use column, right? And since we are going in this direction, so d is 2. Fine. We'll use if d equal to 2 for int column is equal to right. The loop will get terminated when row is greater equal to left, and sorry, column should be greater equal to left, and column minus minus, right? Now we need to push back the element, that answer dot push back n1. So let me write a name 0 1 2. So what you can observe, 0 comma 1 0 comma 2, rows are not changing, right? So rows are not changing means bottom position is not changing, right? The bottom is not changing, only column is changing, right? So till now what you have did, uh, wait, hmm. So till now what you did, we have traversed the element 1 2 3 got printed, 6 9 got printed, 8 7 got printed. Now we need to print 4, and then the last step will be printing 5, right? So earlier bottom was pointing till this matters, right? Right, 0 comma 1 comma 2 till second index, but now we need 4 that is present in one index. So what we will do, we will do bottom minus minus. Fine, we will do bottom we will do bottom minus minus, so that 4 get printed. Bottom minus minus, right? Now what we need to do, we need to print 4, right? So bottom came here, top was already pointing here in second 0 1th index, sorry, top was already pointing here. And left, why are I at left? Because its value won't change here. Fine. And since we are going from bottom to top, so d is equal to 3 here. So we will write if d is equal to 3, we'll use a for loop. Since we are using top and bottom, so we will use row. Int row is equal to bottom, row will get terminated till top, and row minus minus. Fine. Now we have to push back the element, sorry, push back the element. So answer dot push back and 1. As I said, you rows are changing but column value is not changing, so we will implant left as left here, and rows are changing, so row, right? Now we reach till 4, we need to print 5 also. Fine, we need to print, oh, see, we have reached till here, we need 5 also, right? So since left was pointing till 4 1 sorry 4th, right, that is 0 comma, but 1 is 5 presented one column, like 1 comma 1, right? So we need to increment left pointer value. Fine, we need to increment the left pointer value, so we'll be doing left plus plus, and now our if loop ends here, right? So you can see हमारा काम सिर्फ 4 एरो पे चल जा रहा है. The others arrow they are just replicas of that arrows, right? Fine. So this is 3 × 3, तो हमारा 5 एरो पे काम हो गया. Let's say it's 4 × 4, तो हमें और एरो चाहिए होंगी, this arrow, this arrow, this arrow, but you can see they all are replicas of d equal to 0 1 2 3. So what we will be doing, we will do d equal to d plus 1 modulo 4. Fine. Since we are starting from 0, so we need to make it as 4, so I added 1, right? We need to use this, so that next step will just copy it, right? So what we'll do direction is equal to direction plus 1 modulo 4. Fine. Now let's see how we can code this. So so as I said, you left and right will point column. Fine. So we'll use right for column once, right? So int left is equal to 0, int right is equal to, the matrix name is matrix only, right? Matrix 0 comma size minus 1. Fine. Now uh, for row, fine, int top is equal to 0 and int bottom is equal to matrix dot size. Fine. And now we to add direction also. So int direction int d is equal to 0. Oh, wait, let me write action. Int direction is equal to 0. Fine. We'll use while loop. While left should left should be less than equal to right, and top should be less than equal to bottom. Fine. We'll use if direction is equal to 0 for going. The first step is printing 1 2 3, right? So first step is going from left to right, so we'll use d is equal to 0. Fine. We'll use for loop for since we are going from left to right, so we'll use column int call is equal to left. Loop will terminated when you will bypass the right, and call plus plus, right? Now we need to push back the element, so let's create the new matrix, that is vector int answer. Fine. So answer dot push back matrix. Since while printing 1 2 3, index are 0 comma 0 0 comma 1 0 comma 2, means rows not changing, columns are changing, right? So we'll do top, columns are changing, so we'll do call, right? When this for loop will end, what we need to do, we need to increment the top value. Since top was pointing till here, right? 1 2 3. Now we have to print 6 9, the top should point here, right? uh, Below 3, right? So we'll do top plus plus. Fine. And this, now our if loop ended here. Now we need d is equal to 1, so we'll do else if direction is equal to 1. Fine. We'll use for int, since we are going from top to bottom, so we'll use row. Int row is equal to top, row less than is equal to bottom, and row plus plus. Fine. Now we need to push back the element, answer dot push back matrix. You can see, let's say this is 0 1 and this is 2, right? So 0 1 sorry, wait, 0 1 2 and this is 3. So this is 0 comma 2 and this is 1 comma 2. So 0 comma 2 and 1 comma 2. The thing is, you need to notice is that row is changing. Since row is changing, we'll do row column that point, right? Since we have pointed right here, so right value is not changing here, we'll do right. Fine. And now the next step is printing 8 and 7. So earlier right was pointing in this matrix, but we need right point from 8 to 7, like from here, right? The index value is 0 comma 1, should point from it, the right should point at column number 1. So what we'll do, we will do right minus minus, as it was earlier pointing column number 2. We need right should point column number 1, then at last right should point column number 0, and after that loop will end, right? Fine. We did. Now the third step is printing 8 and 7. For printing 8 and 7, what we need to do, we need to run a loop starting from the right ending at left, right? Else if, and since we are going from right to left, so the action is 2 here. The action is equal to 2 for int, since we are using right and left, so we'll use call equal to right, column creator equal to left. Fine. Call minus 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 minus. answer dot push back mattress. You can you can observe here, since this is the 0 1 2 2 comma 2 comma 0 2 comma 1 2 comma 2 means rows is not changing, row is not changing, so we'll plant as bottom, right? And columns are changing, so call, right? Now bottom was pointing at the uh, second row, right? But what we need to do, we need to print 4 now. Like the first step was d is equal to 0. So at d is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 got printed. At d is equal to 1, 6, 9 got printed. At d is equal to 2, 8, 7 got printed. But now we need to print 4, right? We need to print 4. So earlier bottom was pointing at second index, but 4 is printed at 1th index. So we need to shift the bottom also. Bottom minus minus, fine. Now else, so definitely this is direction is equal to 3, fine. We'll use for int, since we are using bottom and top, so we'll use row, int row is equal to bottom, row greater is equal to top, row minus minus, fine. Answer dot push back mattress. You can observe rows are changing, a column is not changing, right? So we'll do left, right? So now our arrow reached at 4. Now I have to print 5. So earlier left was pointing at that 0th column, right? But 5 is printed at 1st column. So we have to shift left also. We'll do left plus plus. Fine. Now our else ended. And now we need to figure out the most important thing, that fixing the direction thing, right? So we'll do direction is equal to direction plus 1. Why I'm doing plus 1? Since I started from d is equal to 0 modulo 4. So after 4 step it will get repeated. And now our else end here, we have to return answer. Answer is that vector in which we push back all the element. Like let me check one more time. Left 0, right matrix 0, size minus 1, top matrix size, direction is equal to 0, left right and bottom, direction is equal to 0, direction is equal to 1, direction is equal to 2, top right bottom left. Fine, I guess it's fine. We should see direction is equal to plus plus. Share direction spelling, direction, yeah, fine, I guess fine. Now direction is equal to 2, reference misaligned, uh like right for loop ended here, misaligned. Hmm. I think it's misaligned, yeah. Hmm. Misaligned address for type int. uh, okay, wait, int m is equal to matrix dot size, right? And int n is equal to that column 1 matrix 0 dot size minus 1, right? So what we'll do, we'll do nothing. Call minus 1 and we'll do m minus 1, I think. Now it should work. Call. Oh shit, and yeah, I forgot. Now it should work. Mm. Yeah, fine. I will submit. Yeah, so it worked. Thank you.